easy.
All right, Michael, what are we doing today?
No time to talk. Too many things to do. Hand me that wiper blade.
Bang! Done.
Fixed.
Roadworthy.
Roadworthy. Let's go. Vic Roads, here we come.
Literally about to say that. Like, why are you doing this to me for? Why?
It doesn't sit very well, does it?
Is it clicked in right?
No, you know why? Because this...
It's twisting.
Yeah, like, because this doesn't sit
Oh.
flat. Well, that's somewhat annoying, isn't it?
This one's not even sitting flat.
Yeah, so this isn't going to work, is it?
No.
Well, that's a fail. We only just started and we've already hit a fail.
Huh. Well, I'll come back 30 minutes later and see if you figured it out.
I know a way to fix it, but it's a dodgy way of fixing it. I could do it like this, but it involves drilling and tapping.
I don't think you should be drilling and tapping to fit a...
To fit a wiper blade?
Yeah. Oh, that'll work.
See, you drill and tap that,
Oh.
and then this would sit in there, and then it would work, yeah? This is an exciting episode so far.
So much for getting into it.
I know.
Maybe I'll go and do something while you're doing this. I thought the wiper mode doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work, so this is pointless. You just reminded me. You know, the easier option would be probably just to go back to the store and see if we can find a blade refill and just reuse that, but...
True, why didn't we just get a blade refill?
I thought I ordered just a blade refill.
Wait, can't we just slide those blades into it?
No, these are like locked on, see?
Look, it's probably better that we convert it anyways.
They'll work better than these things.
Yeah.
And this thing we might actually use in the rain because it's...
Wet Weather Warrior. Just throw it out the back, we'll do it later.
We might do a restart in this episode, eh?
Alright, so obviously we wanted to jump into this really quick, but wiper blades seem to be a rocket scientist's job.
The wiper blades have beat us today. It didn't quite work out how we hoped.
So we're going to go to something even harder, but easier. We're going to start tearing apart the front suspension.
Yep.
Are we just going to get straight into this one, finally?
Yeah, I reckon we just get straight into this one now.
Okay, so we're better off undoing the top shock bolts down.
Yep.
So we can drop the suspension.
It weighs like a kilo. Carbon fibre wouldn't be lighter than that.
Carbon fiber! Carlson Flyer! Cars on fire! Got a bunch of parts for this. So I think we'll get the disc off and then we can pop the ball joints.
Lovely, Danny.
Raggy.
This is like old school Hackshop days. This reminds me of the good old days.
Yeah. This feels like the HQ again.
Yeah, except nowhere near the amount of good parts being put onto it.
Oh, that ball was gone!
Now, if you watched our previous episodes, you've seen we've done this very wrong in the past, so hopefully today goes a bit easier. That scared the hell out of me.
You can go change your undies. Okay, we've got two more to do. These are going to be a prick to do, aren't they? Oh no, I think we just turn this that way. Oh, I guess it doesn't really. Ow, they all do the same thing.
Okay, that's probably enough because I can see the weight coming up.
Yeah, I just seen that.
I'm scared. Hey! That works better.
Very good. There you go. All these ball joints are torn and we're placing it.
Yeah. Hey! So much easier,
Isn't it? we had the giant hammer just
We set it on fire. Remember?
sparks.
Do you remember we set the LSQ on fire?
Yeah, we did.
This spindle's on fire.
That was funny. Good times.
I haven't seen it where it's a whole bolt the whole way through. Usually it's like, you know, just a rod with thread on each end, but this is a whole bolt with a sleeve.
Ah, it's got a little collar.
Yeah. Well, you can do the sway bar bushes while we're doing this.
Yeah. Should we paint the sway bar red?
Do you want to paint the sway bar red?
No, maybe we'll take it out.
Well, we've got bushes for that as well too, so it's got to come out.
Alright.
Because if you don't want to paint, don't pretend like you don't want to paint.
I literally said on camera when you walked out, I was like, God, I want to just paint all this stuff. But the thing is, then it delays everything.
See, for me, I just want to get that body deadener and just go, when it's all in, just go over dirt and all. I don't care, but I know what you want to do. Look at the angle that spring's on. That's what worries me.
I don't know. Should we have put spring compressors on?
I'm thinking we probably should have, because that spring's still very compressed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Bloody bolts. Yeah, it's still under load.
A lot of load though? It doesn't look like it's under a great deal anymore.
Nah.
I'm wondering whether next time we put spring compressors on.
There's no way of getting it in there. Oh, maybe. Oh, that's alright. That wasn't too bad.
Oh, we're back, boys. We're back.
See, if we get 3 inches of drop. Ready?
Yeah, that's...
Or we put this on the other side.
Yeah, swap it around the other side. Alright. Spindle's out. That's good.
That's good. Spindle's out. Now we need to take this off so we can press this out. We need to take this off so we can... Actually, we don't even need to take that off. We can just leave this in and just unbolt this and put a new one on.
Yeah, we can. Alright, so we found out that we do have the top one, which is the correct one, which is good. That bolts in.
With a grease nipple.
And this one is the bottom one, which
we're gonna
presses in. So I'll do this one. And you let me know when that top one's done.
Oh, I've already started, you know. I better just continue it, eh?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll just bolt this in.
I'm thinking I might just take the spring out now. I'm going to get the spring compressor on it as it
I
is.
think it's safer to just get the spring compressor.
Yeah, let's do that. We're doing this for safety. This is really awkward to do in this spring because it doesn't fit very nicely in there. Oh, come on, just grab somewhere.
Oh, come on. Oh, that.
Well, that was easy.
How the hell are we going to get back in?
I have no idea. No idea. Alright. I feel like that was the easy bit. And it wasn't quite easy. Now we have to try and press this out. You ever done this before?
The old man
right.
used to have a press a couple of things, but never really done it before. We can't always get a shop to do it. We haven't already meet press.
This is press.
This is press. This is our new press. I'll just press it out. Press. Is that a touch or a press? What's a press? Like, what would be classed as a press? Is that pressing someone or pushing?
Yeah, well, like, is this a touch?
Or a press?
I would say press is when you're putting
Yeah,
force.
with pressure on it, because maybe it's short for pressure.
Pressure. Oh, we're geniuses.
English language.
We just figured it out. For anyone that was ever wondering. No one cares. It's just us. Alright, so this is our first time using this press, really. So we're going to see how successful it is. Hopefully it's not depressing.
I got that.
So what we're going to do is we found a piece of old exhaust pipe. The only 2-inch that we had, we're going to sit on here so it supports where we're trying to push it out of. And we're going to sock it here. Then we're going to sit on top of that and hopefully push it out. And with any luck, this is going to work. I've never had success pushing this stuff out, but we'll see. Whoa,
There it is.
well that was easy.
Surely we could whack that out now.
Keep going, where are you? Hey, release.
Release me.
Release the pressure. Well that worked. I wrapped in that.
Guys, that means we're getting closer to putting the spring back in.
Oh no.
Like a glove.
So I reckon now we can just use this on that side.
Yep. And
Yep.
put the socket on the other side and then just bada bing bada boom, press her in.
It's working really well.
How good is having a press?
Send it home, Jimmy.
Yeah, she's home.
Alright. Release.
We need to cut a slot in this. Yeah.
Oh well. That worked. How good's having a press? We should have had a press ages ago. Thanks.
That was a high five.
Oh, that was high five. Do it again. Right.
Okay, that we needed you for so long.
I know. These bushes, we were talking about Nathan and I whether we repair them, change them. They look pretty good. They're not worn out or anything like that too bad, so we're just gonna chuck them back in. So let's get the other side out now and go from there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grind a slot in there.
Cut a hole in that, yeah. All right, I'll start the other side.
Alright, no worries, I'll be over there soon. If only we had the balls like that last time. Maybe let's not put that spring segment in and we'll put this spring segment in. Oh, we could totally get these back in now.
Yeah, maybe we just push them in. How'd they do it in the factory? Factory. Because look at that. The gap is from there to there, and look how long it is. Alright, so we have this side dismantled, and Nathan has just pulled apart the power steering rack boot because that needs to be replaced because it was broken and ripped.
Yeah, they were all ripped.
So now we're putting on our new ones.
Which you got to cut it. It looks like a little caterpillar, and you've got to cut it to suit each side.
So he's figuring that out now. So we are getting there today. This probably hasn't been the most entertaining start to an episode because it's only been pulling apart the front end, but this is taking a little bit longer than we thought it was going to take. Our biggest concern is how the hell are we going to get those springs back in?
We might need to get the old angle grinder on them. Pull a Commodore Special.
Little bit of silicon.
Oh god, it is pretty
Pungent.
pungent. Maybe it's been roasted with age.
Smells like salt and vinegar chips, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we should probably address the fact that we're not really painting anything as we put it back on like we did with the LSQ. The reason is because this isn't supposed to be a flashy build like that. It is literally, I want to keep this patinaed, and part of that patina is that junky look.
You just want to get it on the road.
Yeah, I just want to get on the road. So we're just going to paint pretty much as we can once it's all back together and clean up then. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, look at the seal. Yeah.
That ain't gonna leak.
Why doesn't it come with white, black zip ties?
The other side does.
Does it?
Mhm.
You're kidding.
Nope. Look at that. Probably should cut those tails off, huh?
Put
The side back together now?
this side back together now. Thank you for the tip to put sealant.
Yes. Thank you, Peter.
Peter, was it?
Pistol Pete.
Pistol Pete.
Just leave it loose for the minute. So let's get this spring in, eh?
I gotta get this one in.
See if we can get a bit of a spring in our step. So,
I don't know how you're gonna get it in. Hey, you just tell me when to get the ankle grinder, alright?
okay, now get the spanner and slowly undo these. Hurry! Oh, that was fun.
Very nice.
Okay, so now this goes on, hey?
Yep.
There's no castle nuts on these, they're just...
No, it's just a lock nut.
Yep, there we go. Okay, the nut is in my hand.
It won't start!
There we go. I was like, it's a bad choice to put that nut in my hand. Holy
dooly. So we've got the second spring in now. It's been tricky to get in, to be honest. These spring compressors, they're probably a little bit too big for the size of the spring of this because it's only such a small radius. It's a bit sketchy, but we managed to just squeeze them in. But looks like we may have just got them in, which is good because we had no idea how we're going to get them in. The idea of taking an angle grinder to them became very real for a little while there.
For me, it was always real. For Michael, it took a bit of convincing.
Roadworthy, people, roadworthy.
Yeah, you just spray some salty water on the end where you've cut it so it looks as rusted up as the rest of it. Professional.
All right, let's pump some grease into these bad boys, huh? Ooh. I'm guessing when it comes out of the hole, we're good. That looks pretty full.
Alright. So we'll put the disc on.
Disc cover.
Doesn't look like we've done anything.
Now that we put it all back together.
Yeah, but like if you think about it, this will handle a lot better now.
It
with
should.
What we've done. I mean, we didn't do the bushes in the things, but they weren't torn or anything. So
Yeah. Oh, we got the sway bar to put back on as well too, like the new bushes.
yeah.
Very nice.
So what is cool about this is that the whole bearing assembly, here's what I prepared earlier, separates
And that's the bearing right there.
from the rotor.
Yeah.
So what's cool is, like, the bearing is good in this. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with the bearing, maybe, now. And then this just drops into our new rotor.
We're going to reuse the old bearing
We're
because
going to reuse the old bearing because we know it works well.
there's nothing wrong with it, and we're going by the old theory of if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yes. So, we could just slap that back on. And then we can throw our caliper on. And I need a wag.
Waggy.
Waggy?
Chuck that on. We can probably tighten it once it's on the spindle.
Yeah.
And we get nice shiny new parts on, so it does look like we did something today. Just lather it on, remember? Lather it on. Don't you touch that rotor.
Beautiful.
Lovely. Alright, so these are our brakes, which we're probably not going to get to today. We're hoping we're going to get the brakes on, or at least we thought we were going to. Get the brakes on, get them all plumbed up, and hopefully stopping by today. But the reason being is for a couple of reasons. One, we've run out of time because the front
Well,
end
we've
is
been
taking-
pretty pressed at time. Pressed to
it's
time.
kind of been a little bit depressing, but I am impressed in how that press works. No, unfortunately it just took a little bit longer to put together the front end than we thought it was going to take today. But another reason why we don't want to put the brakes on today is because if you remember the earlier episode, we mentioned that the pads were held in by, some were using some split pins and some were using these rods. These rods are stuffed, especially like this one here as well, completely bent out of shape and no good to us anymore. So we will need to replace them with split pins. We have been told since by a few people and the brake guy that recode these for us, that split pins are fine, but I forgot to go get some during the week, so we don't have any, so we can't put them back on with the pads or anything. But I reckon what we're going to do is just going to chuck on it anyway now, just for looks, because it looks cool. We want to see what it looks like with all the new shiny bits, and then we'll pull it back off and put the pads in it next time round. So let's chuck this on our nice shiny new disc amongst all the rust.
Yeah, but since we've pulled it apart and touched it with our greasy hands, we've gotten rid of a bit of the dirt on everything.
Yeah, so once we basically have it all finished up, all we need to do is go over the whole thing with some paint, give it a nice brush over everything.
Yeah, give it a quick Scotch Brite over everything.
And then just cover everything in black, including our new bushes. But that'll make it look more stealthy.
Will it?
Yeah.
And all that new stuff is hidden behind a cobweb reel.
You can see how serious I am about not cleaning this car up. The wheels are still full of cobwebs. I want this to still look like it's just rolled out of the barn when it rocks up to somewhere. Whee! How's it feel? Good. Go a little bit tighter maybe, just so it feels like we did something.
Doesn't go in all the way.
Doesn't it? Looks rigid.
Beautiful. Other side.
So now we're on to the last bit that we're probably going to have time for today, which is sway bar, which pretty much finishes off the front end anyway as far as bushes go that we're
Yeah,
that
we're just
we're
going to nip
changing.
everything up then.
Yeah, we're going to leave most of the bushes in it because they're in good condition. There's no reason to change them, and they're original rubber. If we do go down the track of airbagging this thing or whatever we end up putting in suspension wise, then we might revisit a lot of the bushes in this. But for the minute, all we want to do is pass roadworthy. That's what this whole build is at the minute. Remember, it's just to pass roadworthy. We will go back and revisit things as time goes on. But for now, we're just going to replace these. I just got some urethane ones from Speed Super Pro through Person. So we're going to make up new ones of these. So we'll chuck these in, and then down here we have the sway bar itself, and we need to replace these bushes here because These are pretty flogged out actually. Wow, they've got like a little locator and
Yeah,
everything.
I just noticed that.
I might just take this to the wire wheel now and give it a quick wire wheel to get the gunk off it.
Yep.
I know, shock horror, I'm gonna wire wheel something. If you want to make up
I'll make up the links.
the links and we'll get them done
Yep,
and chuck it in.
done.
I'm putting lots of grease on this time. I feel like I've always skimped on this in the past and then you always hear creaking.
Yep.
So I'm just loading her up. There's grease everywhere. No, it popped out.
It's alright, we'll just get one.
Oh, quick, it's about to fall out. Go, 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 go. Actually, it's actually not that bad because I put so much grease on it. This is not the time to drop bolts.
Your fingers there. I can't get it.
You got it?
Alright, back one's in.
Back one's on.
The back one's in. Alright, I think I got it.
Oh, beautiful. Zoo!
Yeah, I reckon, eh? There we go.
Woo!
Alright, links.
Links.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah, look, it looks legit. Alright, well, sway bar is in now, so we're pretty much done for the day. I reckon we've run out of time now. We didn't get anywhere near as much as we were hoping we were going to get done today, because we were hoping to get the brakes done and bled and working today, but that hasn't happened just because this took a little bit longer than we thought it would. But at the end of the day, we've got new rotors on it, we've got new ball joints top and bottom, new sway bar bushes, new tie rod ends, and well, look, we got a bit done today, so we're happy with that. We're happy with where we got. Yeah, hopefully next week we'll get the brakes working. We can then drive it up and down the driveway and see how it goes. And see if it actually stops, which will be nice.
Yeah, because if you remember, there's no brakes in this thing.
Yeah, there's never been brakes in this thing since we've owned it. So yeah, looking forward to seeing if that works. Anyway, if you've liked this episode, and hopefully you have, please make sure to consider subscribing and like this video. It really goes a long way to helping us and supporting the channel. And if you'd like to support the channel even further, you can head on over to our website where you can buy a bunch of Hackshop merch. A massive thank you, as always, to Burson Garage and Burson Auto Parts for supplying all the parts that you've seen put onto the vehicle today. Please make sure to head on over to the website where you can sign up to Burson Garage to get a bunch of exclusive member deals and pricings. It's really worthwhile doing. And also don't forget to head to your Burson Auto Parts store because they are the parts professionals, as you can see from all the stuff we've got here for this build today. Word of the day. We got a word of the day for today?
Press.
Huh?
Press.
Press. Press. It's definitely the word of the day today
Yeah.
because that made life so much easier having that thing. That is something that we've put off buying and purchasing for a long time now, and I wish we had of ages ago because just to boop,
Yeah, I know.
and watch
What
it
a
pop
difference.
out just made all the difference in the world and making this job so much easier. So anyway, anyone who comments the word press in the comments below, we'll pick 2 people at random and send them out a Hackshop Garage sticker pack. Anyway, until we get into next week's episode when we get stuck into hopefully the brakes on this, if all goes to plan, I need to go pick up some split pins and a few other little bits and bobs. If that all happens, we'll put the brakes on this next week and hopefully go for a little drive down the end of the driveway. Until then, catch you next episode. I don't know, I was going to keep these white blades. They looked like they're in pretty good condition.
To Michael, that doesn't need to be fixed.
I could have left it, yeah.
That's fine. That's wiping perfectly.
Yep.
Just Rain-X the absolute shit out of the window,
No,
you'll
you know
be
why
fine.
that's perfect? Because that's steel on glass. And you know when you're cleaning glass, you use a razor blade.
Yes.
So that's taking away everything, you know?
Are you excited to see the Gemini done, mate?
You come cruising with us? You don't care. You just care happy that you got your teddy, aren't you?
What size do you reckon?
14. You hope it's 14 anyway, because like...
Damn it.
What was it?
I grabbed the 13, I was like...
What? You didn't even trust me? Why'd you bother asking then? Oh, is that 14?
No, this is 15.
Yeah, sure. We have a bunch of shifters now, and you hand me this one. Takes a while to get to.
Could have done that by finger
I
time.
know. Why don't you want to fit?
Because you need to have it. Yeah, there it is. Beautiful tight fit, mate. Now, we should probably listen to your dad. Pretty sure he said you're just supposed to put pressure on it and then hit it, didn't he?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And we were like, why isn't it popping?
You want to square up?
Pew pew.
The name's Pistol Pete. Pew pew.
Car's rocking a fair bit.
Yeah. They'll be right. Still got 3 points of contact. How do you think a lowrider rides down the road? They only got 3 wheels on the road.
Yeah, but I'm not standing underneath the lowrider. He said he had this before we started this, by the way.
I'll sleeve this one for later.
Wow, I like what you did there.
I think it's a couple of degrees.
I was supposed to be the grease guy. You are the captain now.
I can't grab anything. Okay, give me that one. Give me that washer back. Put that washer back. Holy
Oh, I'm
dude.
starting to cry in laughter.
Hey, now I'm gonna put this bloody sleeve on. This is stupidest.
I've got less grease on my hand that's bit greasy than you do. Oh, that shouldn't be that
Okay,
funny.
there's the top one. I still got it to the bottom one.
Here, let me hold it.
You hold it? How am I gonna hit the bottom one?
Oh, that's too funny. You are the greasy one. Ah! I dropped my grease!